Well, what is that like the biggest barrier or obstacle you face dealing with the Chinese, especially? I mean, are you dealing with like you know massive factories in Chinese that already have that experience building similar parts? Or are you pretty much like working as like a joint design and manufacturing partnership with them?
No, so you're walking in, and I mean the Chinese have like their whole wine and dine, right? So like, I mean, we would show up, and we're like blue collar kind of, with maybe jeans and a button down shirt. They come in shirt and tie, they're looking all nice. I mean, you're driving around in a Mercedes, like that. Their whole concept of like wining and dining is like, I mean, we go to these 5-star restaurants, these huge buffets of food, and and then obviously you get to that KTV world, you know, that typical, trying to build a relationship, go out drinking, and I mean, I was kind of a rookie at that, right? Like my first business trip, we do that wine and dine, and they're like gombaying, right? And I'm getting like loaded, like where I am not able to walk. I think one of my clients like took a humdinger, right? Like off one of the stages or something, dude. It was like, oh my God. It was so bad. The next morning, I woke up. I was fully clothed, had not changed. My hotel door is wide open, and my phone is ringing. Like, you got to come down for a meeting for breakfast now. And it's the factory calling. And I'm like, all right, let's get this, you kind of just suck it up, get down there. So, but to answer your question, some of these factories were very small. So we were coming in, but the funny thing is, like, some of these factories, like, you look at these factories and they're like in these like makeshift shacks almost. I mean, like, the roofing is like that plastic fiberglass, that green plastic fiberglass. So, and these machines that it takes, like, they cost hundreds of thousands of dollars that are making these parts, right? So you have this, $100,000 machine in this like $10,000 factory, right? I mean, their equipment that they've invested in. I think get like a lot of secondhand from Germany. There'd be a huge secondhand market. I mean, today is night and day, dude. That from what I saw starting off to today, like, I mean, they've totally doubled down.
Are those factories, when they're doing that wining and dining experience, is it more or less like maybe they aren't the best factory and that's kind of their way of saying, hey, let's become family because we might not be the best at what we do? Or what is the game behind that? Like, why are they always trying to get you absolutely blackout drunk the first couple times you meet up with them?
I think it has a lot to do with their culture, because I don't think it's exclusive Chinese, right? I mean, it's Korean, Japan. I think it's a more of a male dominated culture. I mean, to be honest, like all my clients were all men. They're all men. We're going out drinking, having a good time, having fun, right? And I think, and that's probably just my lack of experience with, corporate America, in the sense that, like, I know that happens in corporate America. These huge shows that I went to, E3 or the sports retail for sporting goods and stuff. I mean, they're all going to strip clubs. They're all doing that, and that's kind of the same thing. It's just a different flavor, right?
Well, the Chinese, like, even when I've been there, I find they go to the next level quickly. There's no like casual drinking beers even from the get-go. It's immediately gambay, the head honcho or whoever the boss is of the Chinese factory will go around and take always like a shot of beer with everybody.
No, you're right. You're totally right.
And you'd have to keep up with them, and usually the ones, there'd be maybe one assistant that's already like at a business meeting that's puking on the floor and can't even make it to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that's pretty spot on. Yeah, I mean, there's probably a few nights I could say that's exactly what happened. I mean, like why they do that. I would assume that. I mean, I don't think. To be honest, I know they don't do it just with like foreign clients. They do it with themselves too. It's not like they're just doing it to kind of impress us. I think part of it is just to be the top dog. Like, I'm the boss. I'm not drinking.
They're trying to out drink you as well. I remember I had one. I was with one of the bosses in China, and they're taking shots of like Hennessy.
Yeah,
they don't sip it.
No.
And but as Canadians, no, I'm joking. But we're used to drinking whiskey or dark liquors and that. So I mean, you kind of grow up like that when you're a kid. So they try to drink you under the table, but it doesn't work. They're the ones puking passed out.
Well, it's because you're Canadian.
Yeah. And you're like, all right, have another one. And you don't realize that they're actually trying to like have that moment with you, like who's going to collapse first.
Yeah.
And 9 times out of 10, you're fucked up.
Yeah.
But like,
you're not.
I'm like, so we getting another bottle or what's going on?
What are we doing here? Doubling down?
And then they're like passed out puking in the bathroom. I'm like, all right.